How I'd get 20 or more clients per month as a transaction coordinator if I had to start over. My name is Melissa Kaiser. I am the owner and operator of the TC Masters, and I am the highest paid transaction coordinator per file in the states that I know of at the time of this recording. I am going to walk you through how you can avoid the painstaking time of trial and error trying to figure this out when you can just learn from me. First and foremost, you need to start with your service offering. Understanding and having a strong boundary around the services that you offer as a transaction coordinator is paramount. In my community, TC University, the first module we start with is developing your service offering. Before you do that, you do not know how much you can charge and you don't know how to market yourself. So we have to start by developing the proper service offering, which is based on a lot of different factors. Now, do you want to be contract to close or do you want to be full service? Contract to close is when the agent handles all of the contract negotiations and the ratified contract is sent to the TC. The TC then takes the ratified contract, essentially reviews it for compliance, and then handles the tasks, the ins and outs of the transaction for those 30 to 45 days of that escrow. Then there is licensed full service. Typically, full service does go hand in hand with being licensed because in order to offer more services than contract to close, you kind of need a license. You want to write the contract, you want to write addendums, you want to be a little bit more involved in the real goings on of the transaction, then being licensed affords you that possibility. You can be unlicensed, but it is going to limit you in the amount of services that you can offer, which means you're going to have to work with more agents and close more deals to hit your financial goal. Figuring out your hours of availability up front is so important. You can spread yourself so thin when you start this business because you're thirsty for business. But as those agents come on board with you and get to know your thirsty service offering of basically saying yes to everything and always being available, that's what they're going to continue to expect. Creating those boundaries around your hours of operation from the get is very, very important. If you want to work banker's hours, Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, totally possible. Now, real estate is not Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. There are agents out there who will really appreciate and pay for your additional availability of evenings and weekends. Does it mean you're sitting in front of your computer until 10 o'clock at night? No. Does it mean you don't get a weekend? No. I might work 1 hour a weekend. But the value to that client that I'm servicing because they're out doing property showings or they're holding an open house or they're out with their family because they've been running themselves ragged all week trying to get leads and drum up new business, which then brings us more business, they'll pay for. That is a value that they will pay for and you can charge more for. Define your wants. If you hate doing something, don't add it as a service. If you really hate writing offers, don't offer to write offers because then you're going to get business based on that offering and then you're going to hate it and then you're going to hate your business and then you're going to wonder how the hell you got here. Also, use your skills. If you're really good at marketing, you can offer that. I hate marketing because I suck at it, so I don't offer it to my agents. But I have a network of marketing professionals that I can refer to them, so I'm still a value. Use your skills and your wants to develop your service offering. This is so, so important to do when you are first getting started. Next, my introverts. I love you so much. We have to network. People have to know we exist. Agents have to know we exist. And how are they going to know we exist if we are sitting behind our computers at home in our pajamas? They're not. And you're not going to get referral business either. You have to start working with agents in order to start getting referrals from those agents. Now, this is a relationship business, and the agents need to like, know, and trust you. They do that by either getting to know you in person, through other agents' experiences with you that they hear about, either in their office or because they're maybe on the other side of a transaction and they see your work. They have to like, know, and trust you. This is a relationship business. I cannot stress that enough. This is also a pipeline business. What that means is having a steady stream of leads that turn into clients, which turn into transactions, ensuring consistent work and income. You start by building the relationships. Those relationships become leads. Those leads eventually become clients. Maybe not at first. Maybe they say, I already have a TC. Okay, they won't forever. Maybe they say, I don't need a TC. Okay, they won't forever. They can't. Any agent that is going to grow in their industry is going to need help. Whether that be a full-time admin or a TC, that remains to be seen. But every agent needs help as they scale. Getting into that web through networking yourself may not give you that business the first time you go out to that meeting. I've known some agents for years before they started working with me for all kinds of different reasons. Business was slow, they already had a TC, whatever the case may be. Having a license really helps with this because it opens up a world of networking opportunities. You get access to information that realtors have access to, that only licensed salespeople get access to. You have to go where the agents are, which isn't behind your computer in your pajamas. I know it feels very safe there, and I get it, and you get to go there. You do. You just can't start there. We have to go where the agents are so that they know that we exist. Attend and or sponsor real estate events. There are what is called brokers opens. We used to call them broker caravans, where all the agents in a particular market area would get together and network, and then they would go out on caravan to view all the new listings that hit the market that week. Now, the networking event that happens prior to the caravan is money. There are always vendors there. Vendors sponsor, vendors being escrow, title, lenders, inspectors, transaction coordinators. I have sponsored many a realtor event, and not once have I not gained business from sponsoring or attending a realtor event. But you gotta also work the room a little bit. If you are licensed, you can join your local real estate association. There is a ton of information that's put out as far as events go that your local real estate association will advertise. Lunch and learns, training opportunities, and all of these are open to sponsorships. Yes, there's money involved, but not a whole lot. Now you gotta have some skin in the game. And the TCs that are showing up in this way, the agents recognize. They're not the TCs that are just sharing a meme on social media and hiding. If you show up at that level, the agents will view you at that level and you will start getting business. Web presence and social media, you can hate it. I don't make the rules, it fucking works. It's how they get to like, know, and trust you. Don't just share real estate shit. Don't just share real estate stats. Don't just share what's going on in your market. Don't just share your agent's sold properties. Nobody cares except the agent that's going, hey, thanks for sharing my Nobody cares. You need to share about you. What did you do for that transaction? How did you help that agent close that deal? How can you help other agents do the same? Social media and or having a web presence, a one-page website, can go so far to give agents information about what working with you is like and why working with you is different from any other TC that they might think that they know, or that they might think that they know what a transaction coordinator does. A lot of agents think that they know what we do. They have a very cookie cutter, bland, basic view of what we do. It's our job to change that. It's our job to elevate how agents view us. We can do that with a web presence. It doesn't even have to be a strong one, but it needs to be a consistent one. It is key to be consistent. You have to continue to stay in front of the agents' faces. And by doing that, you bring value. Don't just share, oh, it's Monday and I'm low on coffee. But sharing maybe what you did over the weekend and how you're preparing for your Monday. What's your morning ritual? Did you have an agent that had an open house and you helped them somehow with that open house? Maybe you attended open houses. This is another hack. Go in your area and visit agents who are doing open houses. One, you know they have the business, unless it's not their listing, but they know who the agent is that has the listing, and talk to them. If nothing else, it's practice. I have so many TCs in my community right now who are doing the open house gig. They are spending a few hours of their weekend and they are attending anywhere from 5 to 9 open houses. And they're talking to agents and they are absolutely walking away with leads that are turning into clients that are turning into their first transactions. Show your face. Stop sharing coffee memes. I can't express this enough. Stop sharing coffee memes. And stop sharing how stressful it is. That doesn't feel good. An agent doesn't want to go to your page and feel chaos and feel stress and feel like you're stressed out. If the agent is stressed out and you can relieve some of that, money. Share that. But show your face and be you. Everybody else is taken. Do you think that I came in to this thinking I needed to, well, when I first started creating my online presence, it wasn't easy because I was trying to fit in to what I thought everybody wanted, to what I thought was professional, to what I thought what everybody else was doing to be successful. I had to fit into that. And guess what? I hated it. I wasn't successful at it and it didn't bring me business. It wasn't until I finally said, fuck it. This is me. This is what I got. I have a lot to offer and my tribe will find me. And that's what happened. Be you. Don't just talk about real estate. Bring in some personal experiences. Do you have kids? Share what you do with your kids over the weekend. Share the cute, funny, stupid things that they do. Do you have pets? Same thing. Do you have a hobby? Share that. Make every other or every third post about real estate because you are a whole person. And so is the agent. The agent doesn't just lead with real estate. They show their family, they show their hobbies, they show their goals, they express their aspirations. Why? Because they want like-minded people as their clients. They want to attract their tribe. And they also want accountability. Being consistent on social media also helps you stay accountable to your clients and to your goals. If you need help with any of this, I have a community, TC University, and I have TCs, new, experienced teams, brokers. They're not operating as a broker, but they have broker license. My point being, all stages, all levels are in TC University and they're successful. They're either starting their businesses, they're starting their teams, they are gaining their first transactions. If you need any help, I got you covered. Come join us. I'm happy to help. We'll see you inside.